2, 3, funky.
What's up, Padre fans? Tony the broadcaster here. The Padres take 2 games out of the 3 against the Pirates. You could have said we should have swept, but it is what it is. We still win the series. You can't complain about that. We're on a winning streak, and we did pretty well. I'm going to be going over the players that did well, the player production, the pitching, the bullpen, and some takeaways we can talk about from this series. So let's get into it. Okay, first off, I want to talk about our batting order. The people that did well, Trent Grisham surprisingly went 5 for 13, a walk and 3 RBIs. That's always good. You want to see Grisham starting to bat more. He hasn't been doing too well to start off this season, and maybe May is his time to break out. Jake Cronenworth went 4 for 13, 2 walks, 3 RBIs. It's nice to see he's starting to bat well again. Hopefully he can get some more production because he was slumping just like Grisham, but not as bad. Manny Machado staying consistent, 3 for 12, not too bad. 1 walk, 4 RBIs. You like to see that from Manny. He's the RBI king. Sadly, Jurickson Profar is coming back to earth. 0 for 12 at the plate this series, 1 walk, but his defense has been immaculate, and that's a good sign. As soon as I don't think Profar is going to be slumping this bad. I think he's going to be batting over 200, definitely. Hopefully soon his bat can come alive again. Eric Hosmer, 2 for 11, not too bad. 2 walks and 3 RBIs. Eric Hosmer had a fantastic April. Hopefully he brings it into May. Doesn't pull a last year. 2 for 11 isn't horrible at the plate. You want to see more production, but pitchers have been scared of Eric Hosmer. He got walked, I think, it was yesterday or the day before it, because Eric Hosmer has been scary at the plate, and pitchers get scared whenever he comes up. And that's good, especially how he played last season. And it's great to see the production he has right now. Ha-Seong Kim, 3 for 12, 0 walks, but 2 RBIs. He got that home run, 2-run home run. 3 for 12 is not horrible. Ha-Seong Kim did all right this series. He did go for 0 for 4 at the plate yesterday, the last game of the series. But hopefully Ha-Seong Kim's bat also stays hot. Matt Beatty, I am not a fan of Matt Beatty, so I'm going to be very biased. He went 0 for 8 at the plate, and he started every single game this series at right field, which I don't know why. I think we're just trying to heat up his bat, but it's not really working. 0 for 8, 1 walk, 0 RBIs. Matt Beatty sure did look horrible. But I think most games he didn't end in right field. Jose Azucar and Trace Thompson switched for him later in a couple of those series. So Jose Azucar had 1 at bat, and he went 1 for 1. And no walks, no RBIs, but he went 1 for 1. And he got a hit, and Matt Beatty was starting all 3 games. The one time Azucar went up to plate, and he got a hit. For Trace Thompson, he got 5 at-bats, didn't do as good. He went 1 for 5, a walk, and 2 RBIs, so that was nice to see him clutch up in that situation. Alfaro went 1 for 4, 0 walks, 0 RBIs. He only started 1 game of the series. Getting a hit out of 4 at-bats, that's pretty good. CJ Abrams actually surprised me. I thought he was going to go back down to AAA, and surprisingly he didn't. He went 2 for 3, 0 walks, and an RBI. That was from yesterday's performance, and I think it's cool that CJ's getting some more, is still on the team. He can learn and hopefully heat up his bat. His bat hasn't really come up to the major league level yet. As we saw in spring training and AAA, he was doing well. But it hasn't really come over to the major leagues yet, and hopefully that happens soon. Okay, and our pitching. Pitching, the first two games wasn't crazy. It was decent. It's what you want to see consistently from our pitchers. Yu Darvish, 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. So you struggled in the first couple innings, but he really came back in the later innings and got us six innings, and that's all you really want. 3 earned runs isn't horrible, and he only walked one batter. So I think it wasn't a great outing, but it wasn't a horrible outing for you, Darvish. And 3 earned runs is about what you want from a pitcher at the most. Less is just a good day. Sean Manaea, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. And again, Sean Manaea, not a great but not a horrible outing. Only 3 earned runs and 6 2/3 innings pitched is really good. We need that distance. 3 walk batters, you really want to see that lowered. You don't really want to see more than 2 walks given out for our starting pitchers. And 6 strikeouts, not amazing, but it's still pretty good. Joe Musgrove. 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 0 walks, and 8 strikeouts. What a performance by Joe Musgrove. Last season when he went against the Pirates, it wasn't that good, but this time it was pretty dang amazing. We'll get back into talking about Joe Musgrove. So the bullpen, 7 1/3 inning pitched total, 3 earned runs total, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So that sounds decent from our bullpen, but most of that production is coming from our closer, who only pitched 1 2/3 of an inning. Think about that. Suarez had a good outing and then didn't have a good outing. Craig Stammen's just horrible. I don't want to see any more Craig Stammen. Luis Garcia, decent. It sucks he got into the situation he was in because we used Taylor Rogers too much. But Taylor Rogers, amazing. He's been amazing for the Padres. I don't know what it is with us and having really good closers, but Taylor Rogers has been a really good closer for us. And it sucks we have to use him so much, especially in the beginning of the season. You want to see some of our relievers like finish the game off and take a save without using our actual closer, because if we use our closer so much, he's not going to have any rest. And he shouldn't have came in the first game of the series. He shouldn't have. Stammen should have closed that game, but sadly he couldn't, and we had to have Taylor Rogers come in. 3 walks. There, you don't really want to see the walks. 3 earned runs isn't terrible, especially if our bullpen's giving 7 1/3 innings. All around, I think our bullpen needs work. It sounds decent, but it really needs work. Other than Taylor Rogers, Steven Wilson, sadly, he gave up 2 earned runs, so the most earned runs out of that, the bullpen. Steven Wilson, that was just a very bad outing for him. I think he's doing really well, and I think Bob Melvin trusts him, and I trust him as well. Steven Wilson is a big piece in our bullpen. So the 3 main people I say in our bullpen right now, number 1, Taylor Rogers, number 2, Steven Wilson, and Chris Matt. I don't think we saw Chris Matt play at all this series, which is surprising. I don't know why, but Chris Matt has been a really big piece in our bullpen this season, and I really see him being a big piece this whole season. So takeaways for this series. Batting is getting better. I know we're playing the Pirates and we played the Reds, but our batting is getting progressively better, and especially we want them to have that little oomph for when Tatis comes back, because Tatis all around is the best batter on our team. No doubt about it. He's gonna have slugging. He's gonna have the batting average. He's gonna bring that energy. And if we have everybody in sync with that, when Tatis gets back, deep playoff run. Joe Musgrove, is that guy. Joe Musgrove needs an extension. The Padres need to give him that money. You can't lowball him, giving him 8 years, $88 million. No way. Joe Musgrove is way more than that. I could see Joe Musgrove going for $20 million a year. That's how good Joe Musgrove is. He's been great for the Padres. Got us our first no-hitter, was the best pitcher for us last season, and is the best pitcher for us right now. It's the end of April, It's the end of April, and Joe Musgrove has been amazing. So has Mackenzie Gore. But Joe Musgrove, I would say, is the most consistent and the best pitcher on the Padres pitching staff so far. So, yeah, Joe Musgrove is that guy. Matt Beatty. I don't really know what I can say other than Matt Beatty kind of sucks. I know he hasn't really played as much for the Padres yet, but from the looks of it, he is really bad, and yeah, that's all I got to say. Matt Beatty sucks. Grisham, hopefully he's getting hot. He got the most hits for us this series, 5 for 13. That's got to boost his batting average, and hopefully he keeps batting, especially at that leadoff spot. That's going to be really helpful for us. So our top 3 guys did really good. Abrams hopefully is better at the plate. I know he only started 1 game out of the series, but since we didn't bring him down to AAA, hopefully he begins to get to that major league level. So Abrams looks better at the plate. I want to see more of Azokar and Trace Thompson. I want to see it. It's most likely going to be Trace Thompson on right field, but I want to see either one starting on right field because Matt Beatty cannot stay there. He can be our depth, okay? That's fine. Or DFA him. I really don't care what you do to Matt Beatty. But I want to see more of Azokar and Trace Thompson. Trace Thompson's going to give you that slugging, and from the look of it, Jose Azokar is going to give you the hits. Give you the hits in the defense. Trace Thompson, slugging. I would love the slugging from that guy. From AAA, he looked like he had it. And as long as he brings it to the major league level, that would help, especially with Tatis out and Luke Voit hurt. Luke Voit wasn't doing too much, but Luke Voit is bound to start slugging, and hopefully he comes back soon. Because I want Luke Voit's bat to get started. I want his bat to start slugging. I want him to start getting hits. The last takeaway I'm going to have for this series, player-wise, is I'm not worried about Profar. I'm a little worried about Profar, but I'm not freaking out. Because we knew Profar coming into the season isn't going to be the best Padre, of course. Left field was up for grabs in the beginning of the season until Profar started batting well and had some really he's having some really great defensive plays, which is why I'm not too worried, but I am a little worried because he's not batting so well. He has the most home runs on this team, 5 home runs. Hopefully he starts slugging again and his bat gets hot, but I'm going to keep my eye on Profar. Hopefully these next couple of weeks he starts getting some hits and boosting that batting average and slugging. But overall, it's okay. It's okay because we saw a really good glimpse of what Profar could do for us. And hopefully he does do that. So this series, I'm not really upset. It's okay. We won the series, went 2 for 3. We should have swept them. It sucks. That play from Eric Hosmer kind of costed us the game, but I'm not going to complain because Eric Hosmer was really good this month, and I have a good feeling he's going to be good this year. So hopefully Eric Hosmer bounces back from this series. It's not too bad, only 2 for 11. That's not horrible, but from what we saw from Eric Hosmer, it could be better. And yeah, hope you guys liked this recap on the Padres versus the Pirates, and hopefully come out with some new content. I may be going over our rotation soon, so be on the lookout for that video. And Mike Clevenger is coming back, so that's going to be great. He's going to go against the Indians, and we'll talk more about that in a different video. See you guys later. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. If you watch the whole video, I love you. Mwah. I know you're not all watching the whole video, but if you could, that'd be amazing, especially for getting these videos out to people. The more you view it, the longer you view it, the more my videos go out to everyone that's a Padre fan. So see you guys later. This was Tony the Broadcaster. Peace out.